Hello. Oh yeah, tons of fun. This is great. So glad I'm playing video games right now, right? Alright, let's fire it back up, see if it holds. Even when I reset my router, it took like 2 or 3 times. The internet would work for like 2 seconds, and then it would cut out again, work for 2 seconds, cut out again. Hopefully it's steady now? God, I don't know. I don't even remember what I was saying. I don't hear any sound. Why don't I hear any sound? Ah. That's why. What I was saying is I'm gonna try to finish off these. Kill the Elder Slayers and then maybe take on Sirus. I actually killed him deathless last time, which is the first time I've done that ever, I think. So things that I don't want to take are going to be... Temp Chain sucks, but it's okay. I don't want to take minus max resistance. I can't currently do elemental weakness because my resists aren't high enough. I mean, I can, but it hurts. Beyond that, there's not a lot of things that really bother me. Vulnerability sucks, because I don't have a ton of life, and that's more damage to me, so... Anyway, let's try to do this and see what happens. I'm gonna put my latency meter up and see what happens. It's top right there. So if you see that going nuts and the stream starts dropping frames, you'll understand that it's good old Spectrum. Alright. Temp Chains makes you super slow. Ugh. Like I said, it's not the worst thing in the world, but my god, it's not great.
You are just another stumbling corpse.
Luckily, with all the Delirium monsters, I can keep my flasks up to keep the curses off me most of the time, but all it takes is one good little, like, hit. When I'm temp chains, and I can get stuck real hard. It only breaks when you're AFK? Could be. Still holding strong right now. Yeah, that wasn't a real great one, but I only got level 4. Still, that's a lot of loot for doing relatively little. I will admit, I guess it's not terrible, the way this works, because you kind of have to choose between lots of loot and, going fast. Like, if you want to go, like, full speed, you're just gonna have to, like, not pick up everything. Me, I prefer picking things up because every little bit is one step closer to the next, like, crafting project or whatever. Fear? Oh yeah, I've heard of Fear. Never played it though. That's definitely a game that kind of pushes my personal boundaries of like horror and what I can handle. I watched someone play Fear 3, I think it was. And I about needed a new change of underwear after just watching someone play it. Alright. Try this. Three bosses down. On sale for $2.49. It is definitely a horror jump scary game. From what I remember, like the story's pretty cool in them, but they're definitely built to just like ruin people's day. Also, as if this entire thing wasn't complicated enough with everything going on in it, check this out. I forgot to mention this. This league, they added cluster jewels, which you get your passive tree. See that there are places for cluster jewels. They look different. If I had to play Wasteland 2 or Fear, which would I pick? Oh, that's tough, dude. I wouldn't at all. I would just not play game. Because Wasteland 2 is not my style of game, and Fear is just... I mean, I would probably play Fear just because I think it's a relatively short game. Like, gun to my head, but... See, I'm not a big fan of games like Wasteland, so... Anyway, there's these large jewel sockets. Cluster jewels fit into those. So you basically have to go out of your way to get these... But then you can do crazy things like put a large one in that has 9 passive skills, each one including 10% attack damage. And then this one has Fuel the Fight, which has attack speed. Like, one of the passive skills will be the one listed up there. And then it's also, like this one. One added passive skill is Jewel Socket. So you can, I think you can put medium jewels into those jewel sockets. So you can create this, like, spider web that goes out from here and creates a whole new, like... A lot of people have done cool stuff with it, and this build actually, there's some stuff you could do with them, but, yeah. Barely making it through Wasteland 2. Like, it's too difficult, or it's just not enjoyable.
Need a map?
That's actually not bad. Not great. Oh, T1, or, no, it's T, oh, it's Amulet, T. It's been a long time since I've gotten a good, like, item to drop or resist. Enough to learn how to hack the save file so you can have enough medcats and bullets to continue. Oh, so difficulty. Gotcha. Yeah, I've never played it, but it's definitely difficult from what I've heard. Summit? Yeah, let's do a summit map. And this is going to be the final Crusader one. Okay. And we can go fight Baron, and I hate him so much. Physical damage reduction sucks too. Give it on the easiest setting. Same thing in Fallout 4, it's just easier to cheat there. TGM for the win. Yeah. We'll do this. So this is more damage for the boss and physical damage reduction for all enemies. So this is going to be a little tough. I'm going to go back to my higher damage setup for this. I still mow through things pretty well, but Alright, delirium things.
Suffering
Do it.
in this world stems from your actions.
And there's Baron. So all that nonsense on the ground is gonna slow me and drain my health and mana. And there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, I got it. Okay. Kept my rampage going. There's so much going on in these, though, I have a hard time, like, talking while I play. Like, I'm watching the Baronite stuff, those little, like, mines on the ground, all that nonsense. Guy's dead. I got to 1,000 kills. And there's the loot. Alright, this is actually my favorite one. I love stack decks. So, stack decks are the most fun item in the entire game. They can drop any divination card, including, like, the ones worth tons of money. So, streamer RNG, please. Nope. And nope. That was worth a shot. Alright, let's fight the boss. This guy sucks. Holy F, I just got almost one shot, dude. Jesus. Alright. Not scary at all. Jesus God, dude. Whew. Alright. I just got... Wait. I just got stunned while cycloning. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, it has shocking ground, too. That's what was getting me. I was like, why am I taking this much damage? The shocking ground makes you take more damage. On top of the additional damage the boss was doing. But still, for 6k life on a tier 16 map, like, surviving that is not super easy. It's not like, you know, face roll, but the fact that I can survive those kind of modifiers on this map is kind of impressive. I've never really made characters with any, like, significant defenses, except for health. It's kind of cool. Go away. No one likes you. Fear run on a Pentium 4? I mean, I'd imagine so. The first Fear is pretty old. Couldn't say for sure, though. Also, I just realized this is Beyond Monsters too, so no wonder I'm getting destroyed. Yeah, these hurt, by the way, a lot. That's what the system requirements say? Oh, okay. Oh, you're saying it would run. Okay, gotcha. I thought you were asking if it would. I was like, I don't know why you've got a Pentium 4 lying around, but like, I wasn't gonna judge you. I mean, you could reliably play Ultima Online at like 20 FPS on that thing.
I have some good news.
Dude, Pentium 4. Fossils. Didn't get any of the ones I wanted, of course. So fossils I want are this one, Jagged. Use that on the foils to create crazy physical damage stuff like this. You can put it with corroded and prismatic, I think, too. If you want to use 3, and that gets rid of elemental and poison or bleeding. So it's even more likely to... Oh yeah, and I put +3 weapon range on that for no apparent reason. I'm waiting to upgrade this to at least here so I can try that again. You have a Core 2 Duo that runs Windows 10 better than the laptop you bought from Best Buy in December? Oh my god. Oh, you haven't tried any games on it? You want your 1080p? Oh, look, I'm with you. Like, even, I've gotten used to it, but it's still a little jarring when I stream, because I stream at 1080. And when I'm not streaming, I play everything at 1440. So there's definitely, like, little, like, jaggies and stuff that I notice. 29% of physical is extra lightning. That's kind of insane. Forgot two-handers get higher numbers on that stuff. Bases, blue pearl amulet. I don't have one of those yet.
Learn anything new?
And no. Oh, that mana was like high tier life, and I could craft. That's tier 1 Fizz to attacks, tier 2 strength, and tier 1 all res. That's actually nuts. I could craft life off that. Not like insane, but I'm gonna keep it around.
Inquisitive.
What I'm doing is I'm keeping a lot of like decent items. Like this is okay. I mean, it's T1 Fizz to attacks, which is huge. Funny how quick we get used to something new and don't want to go back. Oh yeah, for sure. A guy by the name of Maximilian, dude. He does a lot of fighting game stuff. I've talked about him a few times. He's a great YouTuber and streamer, but he's always played console, and he's always played at 60 FPS. But he played Doom Eternal on PC at like 140 FPS for the first time. I'm not even joking. The first hour of that was just him going, "It looks so smooth. It's so pretty. This is gonna ruin gaming for me." Like, The first time seeing like above 60 FPS gameplay. Like it's a thing. It really is. Like these have two dual resists with movement speed, so if I can get life on these, this would be good. Yeah, this is tier 1 Fizz to attacks, crafted life. It's got garbage. It's got a tier 1 resist and low like crit multi. But like this is the kind of stuff that like would be upgrades if my resistances could handle it. Yeah. Fortunately, I need all the resists I've got right now. So yeah. So Baron is done. All I have to do is go fight him now.
Learn anything new?
Yes. Go fight the Baron. He's probably my least favorite to fight, just because he has so many ways of doing damage.
All suffering in this world stems from your actions.
Do. We're on a tier 15 version of this map. She did. No! Yeah, I'm not gonna get to level 5 anyway. Alright, level 4 rewards it is. Oh. Whee! I definitely thought my portal was an enemy. I may have a problem. So here we go. This is how we go and fight him. Alright, come here, dude.
I shall cast you into a pit of infinite tortures.
Ow. I live!
Sent you. You must keep him out of the Atlas. I cannot be saved. He...
Kill Sirus. Happy, happy, good time. I don't think I showed off a Sirus fight on stream. I did a bunch of them last league, or a few anyway. That's interesting. 1 to 10 lightning damage per power charge? I didn't realize that was a Crusader thing. Black Sun Crest. This is a specific drop from him, I think? Interesting. Oop.
Learn anything new?
Alright, so now I need...
Good luck with your maps.
Lex Proxy. Oh. Do. Not what I meant to do. There are a lot of tier 14s. Jungle Valley, Haunted Mansion, Carrot Lake. Valley. Okay, Haunted Mansion. Good. How many do I need? I need 1, 2, 3. Oh, Valley. There's 3. Okay. Yep, we're gonna be able to fight him and then take on Sirus. Oh my god. That fight is a monster. It's not terrible. It's actually kind of a lot of fun. Vulnerability. Alright, you know what? We'll take it. I don't know why I did that. I think it was fine. Oh, I can't do no leech either. Yeah, this is fine. Alright, let's do the vulnerability map first. This hurts. Oh yeah, I should probably update that. I may actually go back to Ori at some time. I don't even know if I'm going to stream it, but I really want to finish it. Like... I'm trying not to let little things like a single boss fight mechanic keep me from playing a really good game.
They will find you, and they will destroy you.
But that's neither here nor there. For now, I'm just trying to chill, have a good time, play some DOE. You know what? I'm not even going to stress the Delirium stuff for right now. Picking up loot as I go. God, the explosions are so neat looking. I can't even begin to explain how much I love that. Stuff. Who are we fighting here? Oh, good. Oh, well, that was easy. You didn't stream Wasteland 2 because you didn't know if you'd stick with it. Ended up having to cheat. It's probably best. I mean... I don't know if anyone... I mean, yeah, there's people out there that would fault you for cheating, but it's not like you're cheating in an online game or anything. It's not like you get in trouble for that. Alright, cool. Easy map done. Need to probably turn those in. How did I not have dark ray vectors?
Need a map?
Alright, so lightning golem, elemental resistance. Oh god, it's actually got really good life though. T1 life, T2 hybrid life, T1 hybrid armor evasion. Avoid being stunned if you've killed recently. Don't need it. Good. Ice crash doesn't help. Wow, that's a lot of energy shield. Wow, really? T2 flat ES, T2% ES, and T4 intelligence. If that was a hubris, that would be like probably 250 energy shield. Crazy. Also, first time editing the save file involved quite a bit of cussing. I mean, I can understand that. 30% chance on Frenzy to gain an additional Frenzy charge. Does anyone use Frenzy? Thing? I'm gonna assume
May your
not.
maps be merciful.
Although it's very possible.
The face that stares back in the mirror is a stranger.
Kill the boss first, right? No one really knows what's happening, but it's happening. Wow, that hurt. I will admit, I don't know how you can hear it, but there's like a whispery voice in the background, and I don't know like who it's supposed to be. Whoever runs the Delirium realm, and he constantly like taunts you and says like kill them, all this other stuff. He also quotes the other characters. Back when like the Atlas was first introduced, you had Zana, and Zana would always say still sane exile. You know, from going to alternate universes and stuff. She would just make sure you're still okay. It's so creepy when you open a Delirium portal and that like deep threatening voice goes, still sane exile? And I'm like, okay. Like, the voice work they did for this league was pretty cool. And I think the way I did this league is probably how I'm going to play this game in the future. At least for the last year or so, leagues have been releasing in a virtually unplayable state. To give you an idea, like a couple weeks into this league, because so many people were complaining, including like the pros that play this like 20 hours a day and are gods and can make like god tier builds out of nowhere. Everyone was complaining that things were just one-shotting them. And it turns out they'd add, oh, I can't show you right now. The little Delirium things, there's those little pods you walk on that make there's these little like red orbs that come out of them and follow you and then blow up. Those didn't used to do that. When Delirium first came out, those red orbs, if you walked on them, they would immediately explode and kill you. Now, with all the enemies and all the like nonsense and all the ground clutter and the fog, like those are near impossible to see in the midst of a battle, and people were just getting insta-ripped by these things. But also, like in the patch notes where they toned down like the Delirium encounters, there were things like, you know, so-and-so enemies do 50% less damage now. So like They literally had to like cut some of the damage in like half just to make it not like one-shotting everyone. There was videos out there of like people with like 27,000 health getting one shot. It was absolutely insane. A lot of that was just whatever, but it's still kind of crazy. how borked it was.
Learn anything new?
I don't think I'm ever going to get anything good in this game again, though.
May
I've
your
resigned
maps be
myself to
merciful.
that. I mean, I've got a decent amount of currency, although I used a lot of it making this chest piece. One more, right? Yeah, one more. Little Valley. Done. So they're using Fallout 76 devs. This company has been doing that for a while. They put out an entirely new league every 3 months, which is impressive. Unfortunately, it also leads to the fact that basically the first, like, month of every league is just the players beta testing it for them.
I will find it.
So oh god, this is gonna be fun. Yup. About what I expected. Doing those in the middle of Delirium is hilariously stupid. Well, so much for leveling. Ah, go away, no one likes you. I'm not too worried about leveling, though. I'm level 95. That's kind of like where most builds go to die. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of things I want to do with this build, like gear-wise and stuff. So it hurts a little bit every time I die, but how many times have I died on this guy? 23. A lot of them were early on because this character was kind of garbage. At the beginning, but I don't know if I can do Sirius Awakener level 7 Deathless. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get nailed at least a couple times. Sirus, not Sirius. What am I? Brain. Although I did Awakener level 6 Deathless, so anything's possible. By the way, that death I had steel, or not steel skin, I had Val Molten Shell up, which for me is about an extra 7,000 life, I think. Something like that. Yeah, so I basically had 13k life and got insta-gibbed. I mean, it was, you can see it was a few different hits, but I got, like, immediately stunned. All I was trying to do is put out my, my totem, and in the time it took me to cast that totem, I was dead. And even after all the nerfs and stuff, a lot of the hardcore players that stream this are just avoiding all of the mechanics. They're avoiding Delirium, they're avoiding, like, stuff like the Legion things and everything, because they're so incredibly rippy, and I can't imagine what it would feel like dying like I just did after, like, playing a character for, like, 100 hours and having to start completely over. Sick. Deck. Oh. Anything good? Anything good? Anything good? No, that doesn't go there. So many tabs.
I have some good news.
Now I'm gonna say something which means I'm going to die again, but I'm gonna say it anyway. This boss has been the bane of so many people's existences. The one I'm about to do. Wouldn't be down with starting over. Yeah, Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against people that play hardcore modes. Like, that would be stupid. Like,
Good
you
luck
play the
with
game
your
how you
next.
want. But I also am pretty sure those people are actually clinically insane. I get that there's, like, a higher level of, like, difficulty and, like, nerves and stuff going on if you're doing it that way. Because, obviously, every battle is the potential to, like, be the end of your character.
Judging by the trail of our...
But no, that's not for me, man. I do these games for loot, not to play like hyper Dark Souls for like 500 hours straight until I inevitably die and lose all my progress. All right, what we got? So this is Drox's Citadel. Everyone hates this boss, and I can't tell you how much I saw on the forums people complaining about how this guy was impossible to kill. So the fact that I don't have a problem with him, usually, I will now that I said something, at least lets me know my build's doing okay. I don't know, I've never played Wasteland 2. I mean, obviously, the more you play it, the better you're gonna get, though. Even if you don't realize it, you're gonna develop your own strategies and stuff that... Oh, balls. One of the worst layouts for Delirium 2. Anyway, the big problems people had with this league, other than the horrifically overtuned enemies and stuff, take it. Other than the overtuned enemies, was the fact that they said that this was, like, they're trying to get rid of the speed meta. They don't want the meta to be, like, hyper-clearing maps as fast as possible. So they created a league where you're timed to do the league mechanic. Which means, guess what wins? The hyper-clear speed meta. Oh, another one of these. Time to die. Maybe. Oh, that time I didn't even get touched. I'll take it. Ooh, there's a Mariketh in there too. All right. Do need to go farm some monsters to get my Molten Shell and Warchief back up for Drox. I'll do it. Yep, we good. Still learning stuff might be helpful if you start a new playthrough. Want to finish the first one? Yeah. And if it's that good that you want to play it again, that says something.
My spirits are spent.
Alright, here comes Drox. So, what makes this guy so hard is about halfway through the fight, he goes into this bubble, and he's nearly invincible. He takes very little damage. He has a huge amount of reduction. So, luckily I have enough damage that I can just kind of keep doing damage to him. You're also the guy wanting to play more Fallout 76 after 390 hours? True. Hey, I've got like 2,500 hours in this game now. I mean, don't feel bad. Also, I should say, this build has a lot of mechanics. It's not necessarily easy. Like, my damage sits at around 150,000 right there. It's in the top right of that box. But I have Blood Rage, which puts it to 160. Val Molten Shell, which gives me a ton of extra defense. 2 Val Ancestral War Chiefs, and if they're not up, I can use the normal one. Dread Banner I can put down. It's literally like I'm gonna be mashing stuff when this guy's about to spawn. Do as much damage as I can quick.
Thousands. What's one more?
Can't hit him? Okay. There, see, here's his bubble. He's taking damage, though, if you look at his health up top. He's definitely getting hurt. There we go. Got him. But there's literally people that, like, if you don't have a decent damage build, it's not unrealistic to sit there for, like, 15 minutes just to, like, kill him. It's kind of nuts. Well, now, if you guys haven't seen this fight, prepare your butts, because it's a little nuts. I do love it, though. It's not perfect, and I still think Shaper was better when it came out, but now that I kind of understand how it works, it's a lot of fun. Also, I got a hungry, whatever it's called, hungry loot. Consume socketed uncorrupted support gems when they reach max level. Consume 4, has not consumed any. So this is cool. You can kind of create your own, like, 5-link item, because you just have it consume 4 supports, and then you put your main ability in there. I wonder if those are worth anything, honestly. I mean, I'm probably going to keep it, but... Nope. Not at all. Get these. Fire resist pen. Yep. Ooh, it's got a physical damage suffix on it, though. I forgot that was a thing. Plus main. All right. Anyway, sell
Glad you
stuff.
made it back. Good luck with your maps.
And let's go get our shit kicked in. I'm still on 6, so this is, yeah, it's gonna be Awakening level 6. Still, I'm 1 watchstone away from hitting 7, so.
Need a map?
Alright, here we go. Help. The potential rewards for this fight are insane, too.
Do you really think this would work?
Sirus, please, we want to help you. Don't do anything hasty.
Destroying you is as easy as flicking a pest.
No!
Sana!
Kirak!
How boring and small. You want the Atlas? Take it. It's yours. But Oriath, I will burn to the ground. Perhaps the suffering of my fellow citizens will finally stir something.
So this is the final boss of the game now. I mean, there are, like, Uber Elder still exists and stuff, but this is, like, the main story final boss. Oh! Yeah, death clouds. No, 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 no. What are you doing, dude? Why are you already attacking?
What's this? A real challenge. You've
Hi,
finally
friend.
caught my attention.
All right, phase 1 done. I'll try to explain what's happening as we go on. So right now I have to wait him out. He's over that cloud. These clouds are like instant death, basically. I mean, pretty close. So I have to wait for the cloud to move and then get under him again. He should start doing casting abilities on me, though. Maybe? Hello? Friendo. Where you is? They've fixed this part like a million times and it still feels bad. Yeah. What? No, can't go that way. I'm kind of stuck right here. Please tell me that the one time this fight bugged out is when I'm streaming it. That would be great. I might be able to make it through that. I don't want to risk it, though. This thing's not moving. Okay, I did.
The others found
Well, he already had a... Wow. Yep. I never run into any of these problems until I'm streaming it, right? Apparently he had a random vortex right under him there that I couldn't see because I had to get past the other ones. Alright, Sirus. You're a dick and no one likes you. Like, honestly, if they just made him slightly harder and got rid of these stupid Tempest things, I would be so much happier. Oh. You're down here already. Get out.
My spirit is spent.
Okay, phase 2. I'm gonna go up here because it looks like less death. Yep, he does a bunch of stuff while he's sitting here. Oh, I hate that one. There we go. Get under him, he'll come down again.
To warrant all this pain.
Whoa. No. Alright, 2 phases of that. last phase. Oh god. So the last phase, he comes back to half health, which sucks. And he does a lot of new things. Oh. Oh, Fury of the Cosmos, you idiot. Got him. Uses with that form. Oh god. I'm dead. I'm super dead. Yep, there it was. I didn't know where he was. Super death beam. And I couldn't get away from that stupid thing. So yeah, he has a giant 4 laser thing that slows you, does tons of damage, and then he does a multiple thing, and as soon as he comes out of being multiples, he does the super die beam that will kill you instantly. And normally you can find ways around it, but sometimes it just overlaps in weird ways that there's just no way. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead! Die, dude. Alright, where are you gonna be? See? There's no way to... How? How? There needs to be a delay on that. There needs to be a delay on that. And... Okay. Like, because you have to look for which one's really him, and then dodge sideways out of that die beam. But there's no way to see it in time. The moment he flashes, he's doing that beam, and you're dead. Even the small amount of latency that happens in this game is enough to... There you go. Hey, I got an Awakener's Orb. Sweet. Lost all my XP. I might need one of those eventually. So yeah, that's Sirus. He's basically just a giant XP sink. Like, unless you build... I mean, there are characters people build that, like, can literally tank every one of his moves. But that's no fun. So. Kind of annoying. But it's that move. Everything else makes sense. But that one with the spinning lasers and him just, like, creating multiple copies and then instantly becoming one of them and just laser beaming you is just really dumb. That's got a lot of stuff on it. T1 all res, T1 increased strength, T1 cold res. Fortunately, the prefixes are butt. And what do we have? Asian cold lightning. Garbage. That's not terrible. And then Awakener Orb. There is a spot for those. Oh yeah. And this is the Simulacrum. You put 300 shards together and you get these from the Delirium stuff, and you get that. And it's basically a 20-wave fight of those Delirium monsters, including bosses and crazy stuff. But they also sell for 115 chaos, so... I've actually gotten like 6 of these and I still haven't done one. I have no desire to. I feel like it's the worst mechanic you could think of because it's just wave-based combat with these like ridiculously tanky bosses, and there's one that does like an entire screen-wide AoE that I watch like the daily like funny clips from PoE, and I swear to God, the first like 2 weeks was nothing but hardcore player. It was like 25-minute videos of clips of hardcore players ripping on like the Simulacrum boss, or like literally sitting there like just hitting for like 5 minutes straight and not doing any damage because they just have so much health. So I would much rather do that. Just sell it. You can also do, I forgot to mention this, from some of the Delirium encounters, you get these Delirium orbs. And look at that. People just grinding these out. Okay. Like, are you not showing up? And this happened accidentally, by the way. 400 EDPS Siege Axe, which is higher damage than anything I've got. It's got rank 1 Flat Fizz and rank 5 Hybrid. I could even craft up to 129 physical. Got attack speed. It's not great, but done. Boop. And now I have currency again. So, yeah, what I've been doing this league is I've basically just been trying to get as much as I can out of the Delirium thing so I can stack these. And then no matter what else... Oh, God, I'm going to have to... I'm definitely going to have to... Or what I've been doing is I've just basically been doing Delirium stuff, and you can get up to like 30 or 40 splinters sometimes. So I'll do, you know, probably 20 to 30 maps, get 300 of them, sell them for 100 chaos. Then it doesn't matter what I spent to do those maps, because I've made it back and then. Oh yeah, the reason you originally started streaming, because you set up to record Fallout 76's Silly Bugs. I remember that, actually. I mean, there's a lot of them. That's content for years. So yeah, now these reset. Also, I don't know how to, if there's a way to force it. Like, I have nothing here. Almost. But the only two that I don't have force socketed in, I already have all of the watchstones. So, I don't know how I can make sure I get the rest of it. Yeah, I've just been kind of like... It's funny, too, because you would think, like, I've got nothing to do, right? I'm sitting at home all day, and... you know, one of those things where... yeah, why wouldn't I play Path of Exile for 16 hours a day? I can't. Like, this whole being at home thing has broken me. I seem to find that I can't sit in one place for more than, like, an hour or two without just getting incredibly antsy. So it's weird. And that was the big problem with streaming, is I would go into, like, Ori or whatever. I would go into it and be like, all right, I gotta get through, like, 2 entire sections of this game. I'm gonna stream for, like, 6 hours. And, like, an hour and a half in, I was just antsy. I feel like my entire body is just, like, ready to do something. And, don't get me wrong, streaming and playing games is doing something, but it's not, like, I think just lack of activity is, I mean, I'm slouching so hard. Yeah, there's a lot that's come with this whole lockdown thing that's kind of affected me, and like I said, I tweeted about it, and it was kind of obvious from my last couple streams just how unhappy I was. But, I mean, is what it is. I'm trying to sort of, like, feel better and have a better mental attitude about this whole thing. But it's really hard. And, I mean, any of you that are experiencing it, the rapid change. And I'm an introvert. Like, the joke, of course, is that I've been preparing for this for 37 years. Staying in my house and not talking to people. Social distancing has been my life. But there's something changes when socializing goes from being, like, draining or an annoyance or just sometimes you don't feel like it to being a potentially deadly hazard. So yeah, it's been a little bit. It's been a thing.